Hello, Adam Rayner, Talk Audio TV. Today I've come to the XL Centre, and I shall step away from this chat because there's some grown-ups. Sorry, me snorri cam look. That gentleman with the slightly smaller camera than mine, a more professional adept, is from BBC Click, and is here to film the guys from Navdy at the Wearable technology show. Now, this piece of kit is wearable, but for your car. It's head-up display technology. I've already learned that it plugs into the onboard diagnostic in your car, and I'm here to find out from the makers a little bit more about what it does, how it works, and why it's so important. I've managed to snag Mr. Gareth Jones, who's, well, would you call yourself the CEO or crucial cog?
Oh, no, not by any means. No, our CEO is a guy called Doug Simpson, very clever man who invented and founded the company. So I'm basically general manager of their international business.
And by the sound of things, you're obviously getting this technology out there.
Yeah, we've launched in the US back in the end of October, and now we're beginning to make our first international forays. We had a Kickstarter approximately 2.5 years ago, and 8,000 units went around the world, and now 2.5 years later we're out there with a product that's retailing currently on Amazon for £599, and it's also available in far-flung corners like Singapore and of course the US.
The Far Easterners are notoriously awesome at early adopting technology. Interestingly, the head-up display, which of course this is the technological sort of basis of how you're seeing stuff without having to take your eyes off the road, that's already in Audi's, I've seen that. Likewise, Pioneer had a thing, it was a bit clunky I have to say, mounted on the rear view visor, on your visor. That looks to be a fragment the size of it, and of course that goes into the onboard diagnostic socket in your car.
So the Navdy connects to the OBD port, which has been fairly standard on cars since about 2002.
Yes.
And what it does is it takes power, takes revs, takes speed, takes fuel data, and then puts it right where you need to see it, immediately in front of your field of vision. Then at the same time it's smart, it connects via Bluetooth to your smartphone, and it brings through data like Google Map data, as well as other data that you may at your discretion choose to see on the screen in front of you. Things like your phone messages, mails, messages from text, for example, SMS, WhatsApp, but again at the driver's own discretion. By default, Navdy doesn't have any of these come up automatically. The user chooses whether to have some, all, or none.
That's an enormous issue, the onslaught of data, how much of it flows into the face of the driver, and that's actually also abdicating that part of the responsibility to the motorist, because we have to adhere to due care and attention at all times. The fact that that might also mean telling you stuff that will help you for future parts of your journey is kind of groovy. So has it been a good show so far, Gareth?
So far it's been very busy. I mean, we kicked off at about 8:30, and since 8:30 we haven't stopped. So I think it's about, what's the time now? It's about 1:30 now, so it's been non-stop.
Excellent, excellent. I'm going to have a little go on this, see if I can film it as cleverly as that chap from the BBC was. I saw him, he was capturing it on the monitor. Let's see if I can. Wait me turn and have a go. Gareth, Mr. Jones, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, thank you.
I can tell you that the HUD effect is absolutely flipping brilliant. That's one of the best HUDs I've ever seen. This is a nicely darkened booth, and the presenter from BBC Click was saying she'd like to see this actually working in a car rather than on a screen. Telephone. Search. I absolutely know nothing about using this. I'm going all out of focus now. Oh, we had a crash. See my focus hunting and pecking a little bit with the HUD, but it really is quite the most effective HUD I've ever seen in car. But yeah, I'm kind of with the lady from the Beeb there, in that I definitely need to have a go on this in a motor car. What a great demo though. So yes, Navdy, new head-up display plugged directly into the OBD. In the past I've been very rude about this sort of product and said, oh, it's a carbuncle. but that is certainly no carbuncular thing. I have to say it's about one physical quarter the size of the product that Pioneer had that wouldn't do all this a couple of years back. Okay, Adam, Rayner here at the Wearable Technology Show, and have I made a find? I'm so happy. My wife and I, me Julie, we kind of thought this product had to exist, and it actually does. This is Matilda, who is in charge of, well, the public exhibition face of Petcube. Tell us about Petcube, Matilda. What is this thing?
Yeah, so Petcube is an interactive Wi-Fi pet camera that you place in your house. It will connect to your home Wi-Fi, and then you can watch, play, and talk to your pets remotely from your smartphone anywhere you are in the world.
There's nothing not cool about that. That's the one thing. Girlie hates leaving the house because we've got a herd of 4 of her babies, and she wants to. Well, we do a thing called Snacky Mouse every day. I can herd 4 cats to that. Tell us about the other bit that flings treats as well.
Yeah, so this is Petcube Bites, which is a treat cam. So it's a camera, but also a treat dispenser. You can put treats in the top, in the treat compartment, and then on clicking on the screen on your smartphone, it will shoot out a treat for your cats or dogs to catch.
Camera shake for me chuckling, an absolute delight. So much want, so much want. We've just got to have this for our herd. Matilda, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, there's some very worthy and important things here at the show. But you're my favourite by such a country mile. Thank you, guys. This is so cool. Yeah, Frank, Beryl, and Ruby, and Dave are going to love this. Welcome to take 6. I have to say that there is something horrible about 4K. I saw the nice lady from BBC Click being filmed. She had a fabulous broadcast makeup on. Looked a bit pancakey in real life, but she looked marvellous on camera. I do apologise for the mind bleach you will need up to seeing my watery neck. Anyway, that was the Wearable Technology Show. I particularly enjoyed the device for the cats. Had a little fight with my camera about this, actually, because the first take, the lady went, nope, stop, and the second take looked like it was corrupted when I came to take it off the card on the card reader, so I had to plug in the camera, and it was okay with that. But I'm hoping the sound is as lovely as I've heard with the previous bits. And in the meanwhile, Women of Wearables, that was pretty impressive, especially the how to find my kids stuff, way better than my mum's suggestion of tying a red helium balloon to their swimming costume. Next day, the newspaper had a picture of a beach with 10,000 kids with helium balloons all floating around in red. Nice idea, Claire. Yeah. Wearable technology, fascinating. A little bit like the show at the very beginning of Gremlins with Steven Spielberg floating through the chute on a recumbent bicycle. All these mad inventors with amazing things. But as well as the frivolous and the daft, there were some really important things there for things like firefighters. And, a senior officer can actually know exactly where all his colleagues are at any one time. There's all sorts of applications. It was just blinding. The future is kind of wearable, but also embedded. What a chip in my neck to say, fat bloke. Genuine one and only. Adam Rayner, Talk Audio TV. Aren't they bears? Yes. She's busy. This is one of the 4 mogs that would be throwing stuff around for Catbox. I'm sorry, but yes, we just have to show her bears here. Next, going to have a little face tip about the place. So, Bear, what do you think of the Wearable Technology Show? When we go away, you're kind of bored, aren't you? You don't go very often, but you know. I like the bit since we can leave things behind now for you guys, eh? Yes. There's Beryl, and her little sister's called Ruby, the stout little old lady's names. And then there's Frank and Dave, named by me Julie, who likes to give things stout names. My Beryl. Yes, my bears.